If you're subscribed, welcome back. And if you're not subscribed, I am really mad. You can fix that by subscribing because we have a lot of stuff to talk about, such as Roblox making a bunch of things cheaper for millions of different users. But sadly, if you live in America, this probably won't affect you. Roblox is also discontinuing support on this device, apparently, but it's a good thing. Roblox banned a game, and it's a good thing, and a bunch of other good and bad things. After you like the video, we'll get into it. And by the way, guys, I am sick right now, and I also recorded this video already, but my microphone sounded terrible for some reason. It was like extremely distorted. I don't know what happened, but I think I fixed it. Hopefully. Anyways, let's get on to the first story, which is just one of the main negative ones, and it's one that I think should have a little bit more awareness put into it because Roblox Trading News tweeted out there has been an influx of scam emails circulating, targeting individuals with high value, and today they even tried targeting us. Be very wary of clicking on emails. So we've already kind of seen this, but in a different way, because Hawaiian Snowman is someone who got targeted by these same emails and actually got hacked and all of their limiteds stolen, and eventually their account also got terminated because the hackers actually started putting really bad things in the game chat. But now it seems like those emails that were being sent out to developers like a couple weeks ago have actually changed and are now being sent to just generalized rich people instead of just developers. Because if you read the Rollimon's email that they include here, it actually is a little bit different than the emails that we saw earlier, because this one, instead of saying like your account was signed in Hong Kong or whatever, this one says that your account's email was actually changed and that you have to click this button in the email. But when you click that button, it'll kind of just get you to change your password or your email on your account, and you'll get hacked. So yeah, be wary if you are a rich Roblox player, because these emails are targeting a lot of them. A lot of you. But that's not even where this story ends, because if we actually go to Hawaiian Snowman, one of the people who got affected by some of these phishing emails, they tweeted out 3 hours ago that they have not gotten any help from Roblox support. So the people that are actually getting hacked through this method are seemingly having really hard times getting unbanned, because Hawaiian Snowman said this: update, Roblox is sending me in circles with no progress made. The support team just tells me to contact the appeal team, and the appeal team just automatically denies my appeal request. No contact from @Roblox DevRel either. So yeah, it seems like if you do get hacked through this method, you are going to be in for a absolute disaster of support, because Roblox is not really helping this person. Even after Roblox made a dev forum post about these emails, they're still not really helping Hawaiian Snowdev, which you know kind of sucks. But either way, that's what's going on with that. Be careful with emails and the emails you're going to receive on Roblox, because some of them might be phishing emails, bro. Now, without further ado, we can move on to the next story, which just happens to be another negative story that affects a UGC creator known as Reverse Polarity. Now, this is very ironic because literally a couple days ago, Roblox released a brand new learning video on their learning channel about how to make UGC items, and Reverse Polarity was actually a part of that. He officially collabed with Roblox to make a video about making UGCs, but sadly, a couple days ago, a bunch of his bundles were actually deleted for no reason. As you can see, he tweeted out, I go on vacation and I come back to see 4 of my bundles being wrongly deleted. I get this during my appeal for the second body of the 4. What a joke. I'd laugh if it wasn't harming my business. Yeah, despite him collabing officially with Roblox for this educational UGC creating video, Roblox is still not holding any punches, and they banned 4 of his bundles. And on top of that, they're not even letting him appeal all 4 at once, because there's a rate limit on sending in appeals, which is kind of funny. And apparently one of the bundles was the chicken jockey bundle that this person made, and I do remember seeing his was the only one that I think was actually originally made. It wasn't just straight up ripped from Minecraft. So that kind of sucks that his got deleted. But yeah, either way, that's what happened with Reverse Polarity. He lost his access to his 4 UGC bundles. But I imagine with these appeals, they'll probably come back, because I don't think Reverse Polarity has ever uploaded anything that warrants getting deleted. You know what I mean? But now, without further ado, we can move on to the positive stories. You know, guys, only 2 negative stories. That's a new record, I think. Because the next story is one that might actually be negative depending on how you look at it. But on Roblox, there was this game called E.R.P.O. Okay? And it was basically a complete remake of the game called Repo. If you've been on the internet in the past month, you've definitely seen it before. This game has been going crazy, all right? But it seems like this game has actually been completely deleted off of Roblox for a mysterious reason that we don't really know of. So here's the original tweet that I got on my timeline about this that says, sad news, we lost a game, a popular one, E.R.P.O. with a screenshot showing the game's page being completely deleted, and if I search up E.R.P.O. on Roblox, it is just not there. There's copies of it, but not the original game, because it actually got deleted. Now, again, we don't know why it got deleted, but I think it's safe to assume that it got deleted for copyright, because this game actually did use like either recreations or directly ripped models from E.R.P.O, which is not good and literally like makes this game a huge target for E.R.P.O. And on top of all of this, this game used to have like 30 to 40,000 active players on at all times. Like, that is insanely huge. This game was most likely making millions of dollars if it was monetized correctly with that player count, and was also most likely stealing millions of dollars from the actual E.R.P.O. So in my opinion, if E.R.P.O did copyright strike this and get it DMCA'd, I'm on E.R.P.O's side here. But as you can see, that's not the same opinion that everybody shares, because even in this original tweet, they say sad news, we lost the game. So I don't know. Tell me what you guys think in the comments. Did you guys play this game and did like actually really like it? Because me personally, I think they kind of deserved this copyright strike, because they were literally stealing literally everything from E.R.P.O. I don't like it when games completely blatantly steal like this. Like, at least take an idea and then twist it or something. Come on, dude. But they were literally just using the E.R.P.O likeness to get players, and I don't like that. I'm gonna be honest. But you know what? Tell me what you guys think in the comments, because it seems like this is a very controversial take, maybe, and I'm very curious to see what you guys think. But without further ado, we can move on to some other positive news that is actually like undeniably positive for like half of the world's population, because Roblox officially tweeted out this: regional pricing for passes is now live. Creators can now offer region-based pricing, making passes more accessible for players, with a link to the newsroom where they kind of just go into more details of what this whole update is. And I'm not really going to read out anything here, because I'm just going to yap and kind of showcase what exactly this does. Because if you don't know what regional pricing is, basically everybody in every single country, okay, will be using a different type of money. All right, a lot of countries, their money is worth a lot less than American currency, and since Roblox is an American based company, a lot of their prices and pricing is based on American prices. But sadly, that means a lot of people in certain countries will not be able to purchase things on Roblox because American prices do not translate to certain countries. Like, the big example that Roblox is using here is Brazil, because in Brazil the average income is around 7,000 US dollars. Meanwhile, in the US, the average income is apparently $63,000. So you kind of get what I'm putting down here. Basically, $10 in US money is a lot less work than getting $10 US in Brazil. You know what I mean? So with that, Roblox is making it so that game passes are actually cheaper in a lot of countries with weaker economies or currency, which, as you can see in this screenshot they include here, it says that US users will see this and Brazilian users will see this, for example, where game passes that are almost 200 Robux will now only be 140 Robux. Now, this isn't limited to only Brazil. I'm pretty sure this literally affects every single country, and when developers actually enable this in their experience, you will be able to see all of the countries that kind of get affected by this. Like, one big example is India actually gets a pretty big price cut seemingly from this picture in the actual news report, where as you can see in the United States, it'll cost 1,000 Robux for this specific game pass, but in India it'll only be 500. Now, sadly, a lot of countries are not actually affected by this at all, like such as Canada, the United Kingdom, but places like Japan, the whole European Union, Australia, Brazil, Mexico, a bunch of different countries are actually getting stuff a lot cheaper. Like in this screenshot, you can literally see United States, it'll cost 99 Robux, but in Japan, it'll be 79. In South Korea, 69. In Australia, 69. Mexico, 49. So yeah, tell me in the comments if you are able to buy game passes for a little bit cheaper now, because it seems like a lot of countries are now able to. So that's pretty cool. But sadly, if you're American, you don't get that benefit. All right. Now, it also doesn't end there, because there's also another side of this whole update that is actually pretty cool, because in the same news report where they talk about the game passes, apparently Roblox also mentions that they will be enabling this regional pricing on Roblox items on the catalog very, very soon this year. As you can see from this tweet from the Portuguese Roblox news account, they kind of just say that, you know, they just say that, yeah, Roblox is probably going to be enabling this on the catalog sometime here, which is actually pretty insane. And they show an example of what some of these prices might be, with the Violet Valkyrie usually being 50K, but then in certain countries like Brazil, for example, it could be only 37K. Pretty crazy, dude. But now we can move on to the next story, one that is also pretty cool. In my opinion, this one might be a bit controversial, okay? Because apparently Roblox is discontinuing support for the Microsoft Store version of Roblox. As you can see from this, but if I translate it, it then says, Roblox news. Roblox will soon discontinue the Microsoft Store app. Due to the upcoming release of the Roblox app, we will no longer be able to offer in-app support. This may happen in a few weeks. The current date is unknown. No. Now, there is a screenshot here that shows off that little pop-up that shows up when you launch up the Microsoft Store version that says this version of the Roblox app is no longer supported. Please launch the latest version of the Roblox app and you will automatically be logged in to the new version. Now, in my opinion, looking at this warning here, it kind of looks like their app was just not updated. You know what I mean? I'm not really sure if this means that the Windows Store version is going to be deleted or anything, but it seems like that might be the case because Roblox RTC is actually picking up on this and talking about it. So I guess that's what it seems like is happening. I'm not really sure. Now, the reason I think this is a positive thing is since the dawn of time, Microsoft Store version has not really been good. It's also opened a lot of doors for exploiters to actually exploit on Roblox and bypass the Roblox anti-cheat. I'm not sure if that still applies to today. I do know for a long time, the Microsoft Store version was a big reason exploiting was still so popular on Roblox because it was a lot easier to bypass Hyperion on. And with it being discontinued, I think that is a very, very good thing. Now, there is a big sad part to this update because a lot of people would actually use the Microsoft Store version to use 2 different accounts at the same time. I remember, for example, I would do that all the time in jailbreak back like during peak jailbreak. I would use the Microsoft Store version to give myself a key card in VIP servers because that was like the only way you could do it at the time. And now people just can't really do stuff like that anymore because apparently they're going to be discontinuing it. But yeah, tell me what you think in the comments. Did you use the Microsoft app very frequently? I highly doubt it, but tell me what you guys think of it. I personally think this could be a positive thing, but you know, I'm curious to see what you think.